Welcome to Supers Live. This is the Supermodified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series. And ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking off our 17th consecutive season of Supermodified Sim Racing with a harvest of speed at LaPorte Speedway. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm your host, Bob Gangwer, and turning the knobs and spinning the dials in Baldwinsville, New York is our video production manager, Kevin Timmons of Hairbag Studios. We hope you are ready to see some really cool stuff here tonight. It is NASCAR Heat Night here as we open up our season. First of all, let's tell you who we are. For those of you that have never seen one of our broadcasts before, we're pretty excited to be able to bring you live Super Modified Sim Racing, the first Super Modified Sim Racing sanction to do it. One of the first online sim racing sanctions to bring you live broadcast dating back all the way to 2007 when we went on the radio with ECT. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to show you a full host of racing with the mighty Super Modifieds. And as we said, with the Supers is one of the oldest sim racing sanctions, 17 years starting tonight. And we got to start back in 2004 with the NASCAR Heat sim racing platform. And the reason we do this is because we want to bring about more recognition for real super modifieds. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this race, though, and then we'll tell you more about the real super modifieds. The date of this race goes back to 2004, although we cannot find our archives to tell you who exactly the winner was in '04. We do know that in October of 2004, Supers ran at LaPorte Speedway, and there was a winner. But in the history of this race, there have been a few guys that have stood out at LaPorte, and that would be Miles Maxon, who has the most Harvest of Speed wins with 4. He has 3 in a row. And Miles was in earlier tonight to say hello to everybody. It was good to hear his voice for sure as a former Supers champion and a winner that just was very good here at this track. Ray Sand Jr. has the second most wins of this race, 3. And Ray is also at the top when it comes to all-time wins at this track. Actually sits second, tied with Maxon. The guy who has more all-time wins ever in the history of LaPorte Speedway is John Davidson, Super's first champion in 2004. But as far as the Harvest of Speed goes, we've got 4 former winners in the field here tonight. And in all, 9 different drivers in 16 previous years have won the Harvest of Speed. It is a tough place to race. It's a tough race to win. So you're going to see some exciting action out there tonight. You'll probably get a couple of laughs. The guys will be a little frustrated here and there because it's NASCAR Heat, and we run in the normal mode. And the cars take a little bit of damage. It's not like a R Factor 2 or iRacing deal, probably, where you want pure realism. We're here to have a good time and enjoy the racing and help raise money for injured super modified drivers. We're going to tell you how we do that through the Dion Parrish Memorial Benevolent Fund. Every donation is made to Supers, from membership donations to Run for the Points and all the awards. The drivers spend $25 a year. And that money goes to help injured super modified drivers through the Dion Parrish Memorial Benevolent Fund for super modifieds. Throughout the year, we have races that are sponsored, and that money goes as well to help injured drivers in their times of need. Now, one thing that we want to tell you is before we get too much further, that we want to pass along our condolences to the family of Supers member Sawyer. Grandfather Rich Stout passed away this past weekend. Rich was a championship car owner with the Midwest Super Modified Association, Midwest Super Modified Series, and our hearts certainly go out to Sawyer and his family on the passing of Rich Stout. So we'll be thinking about Sawyer and his family tonight, as we always do with Real Super Modifieds. You want to learn more about the Real Super Modifieds and learn about the cars that Rich helped own and work on. You need to go to supers.net, click on the fan tab, and then go to Super Modified 101. Super Modified 101 is your source to learn more about the mighty Super Modified. No two are like it. And they will be in action this weekend at the Thompson World Series of Asphalt Racing. So if you're in the Connecticut area, we encourage you to check them out, as well as the 350 Supers. And then The 350 Smack Supers, 350 Small Block Supers will be in action in Groveton, New Hampshire at Riverside Speedway. So a little bit of racing going on this weekend for the real super modifieds. We are going to uh, move on along here and let you know that we have some great merchandise for sale. And we want you to get your fall are good to go there. You know, we want to remind everybody as well that throughout the year we have some special races, and coming up next week is a very special race. It's a Dion Parish Memorial. We run NASCAR Heat and R Factor both. We are going to make sure that you learn more about that when you go to supers.net. This week we'll have a story up on the website. And also, hey, don't forget, we are on Twitter and Facebook as well. And we'd like to have you race with us as we want to, increase. We've got a great car count tonight. In fact, let's look down through here. We got 18 cars in tonight, and it's the second, or actually the largest car count since 2008 when we had 18. That is really something to be sure. Man, that's pretty incredible for a little group like we have, averaging 12 cars throughout the history of this race. But again, coming up in October, the Dion Parish Memorial, and then we've got the North Carolina Swing. That's a NASCAR Heat and R Factor event. We run 3 nights and 5 different tracks, 2 different sim racing platforms. So we have the one champion of that race. So that's a pretty tough deal when it comes to it. You learn more about that on supers.net as well, and invite you to take a look around the website. Take a look at our points archives. We've updated our schedule archives. We've got just about every single schedule that was ever put out there on the supers.net website. Now, also when you're there, take a moment to learn more about us and see who we are and why we do what we do. And we would like you to, try to understand that we do things for a lot of different reasons, and it's not just to be important about ourselves and to go racing online. We always want to help you learn more about the mighty super modifieds and help injured super modified drivers.